What's going on? Just coming on for a few minutes. Wanted to explain to people what's going on. Hey, Marines, everyone. Hey, Glenn. I wanted to explain what happened the other day. Phone got hot. Started sweating in the case. So I just wanted to let people know. I'll go over live this weekend. What's going on, PR? I'm just sitting in the woods for a few minutes. I'll let everybody know what happened the other day. I know it just ended. I was on the kayak. We got in and it was going good, but heck, by the time we got the it the phone was in a waterproof case and it started sweating real bad. Well, it kicked on. Hey, we're gonna shut off this app. I'm like, dang it. So that's what happened. How's everybody been doing? I know everybody was in some lies. I wanted to explain what happened the other day. I didn't want to leave nobody hanging. I was getting good bites too. I'm not going to take the kayaks out no more. Not until I either get one that's got a motor on it, something where I can keep shaded or something. But I don't want to take the kayaks out no more for a while. What's going on, Dan? So yeah. But man, that was rough the other day. I got out, went out, got a big bite, got another bite, boat went by, missed one. Was getting the bite when the phone started shutting off. What's going on, Skeeter? How's it going? What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. I just wanted to uh, apologize for the abrupt live the other day. Man, it was going good too. Yeah. How's everybody's day been going? I've been in and out of lives and lurked and watched. There's been so many people on. MVP, Skeeter, um, Rivers. There's been a bunch of them on. I've been flipping through. I know I ain't said some stuff to people, but there's been some on. Which I found a few more people. I had to mow this morning. I got to mow or pressure wash tomorrow. Got to mow the next day. Then I had nothing Friday, which the kids has got school, so it pushed me back to weekends. So I figured why not just sit and chat for a little bit. Hopefully the rain don't knock us off the live. It's sprinkling now, but we had some storms. It was supposed to storm, but was hoping it wouldn't, so it wouldn't be pressure washing and wet grass, the mowing wet grass. Um, I'm sitting on a stump. I cut that stump. I got my own firewood and chop it. This is one of the trees that needed to go. I don't try to cut and waste just any one. The trees that are in the yard, some need thinned out. And since I thinned like I've only thinned like three. And ever since I've done that, they look a lot healthier now. So I might not have to take down too many more. I had to take one down in the backyard. It Woodpeckers just pecked it all up, and lightning struck it, made a hole in it. A couple big raccoons lived in it, and the woodpeckers got on the bottom side where of the hole and drilled a hole through it, so it broke. So I got to finish taking it down. I gotta move. Keep y'all from getting too wet. Yep. Try not to get y'all wet. I've hunted over here. It's a little just area I got next to the house. I've had a 10.2 does, a couple yearlings come out one day. There's a couple more does, another buck. I've seen a bear. I've seen the panther come through here. There's a bunch of raccoons. They like to stay right there on that tree right there. They travel it and go up and down it and stuff. Squirrels galore. I do got gopher turtles here. I tried not to mess with them. I got one up that way. But the place back there, the holding pond, they put out, it used to have a family full of owls, two types of woodpecker families, a couple eagles nests, a bunch of gopher turtles, deer back there. I've had one bear come through. He stays back there, which I think he's next door in their holding pond area that's growed up. The deer went from my yard to next door. They still come over every now and then. So, pretty neat. I try not to cut too much stuff because everybody's cutting down the places around here for them. So, I don't know. Cut down too much. That way, if anything ever goes south too, I still got plenty of stuff to eat. So, having a few trees in the yard or a wood patch ain't too bad, which it wraps parts of the yard for them. What's going on, Cascard? How's it going, PR fishing? Yeah, we are going to fish though. I am still working on a John boat. I want to take it out. I just want to figure out a system where I can like shade the foam. I don't really have to waterproof it because the water, as long as I can get something to shade it. I just don't want to keep setting y'all guys on a tripod and you guys looking over my shoulder. I know I can move it around and stuff, but I got a chair where I can swivel all the way around now, but I just didn't want to leave you guys right there. I think I want to set y'all up front where you got a front view or view to me. Get some good fish. That was my bad. I had there. What's going on, Karen? Just telling everybody, just chatting with everybody for a few on the telling them about the what happened on the kayaks. I told you, but everybody else didn't know. Sitting out in the woods, chatting a little bit. That dirt mound there's another one over that way. That dirt mound was dug out. I know some of y'all heard the story where I've told about the neighbors used to be serial killers. He used to live right next door. That fence line, if you can see the fence, see the rod across the top right there. That's the fence line. They the FBI was over here digging around in the woods. They had a 5x5 hole dug right over there for it. checking for bodies. There was no bodies over here. They wanted digging the whole acreage over there up and finding 12 more fingers and some toes and stuff like that. They were ate on. That's okay. They ate the people. So they they pretty much killed one up there at the helicopter field where the park is. There's a helicopter field across the road from it. I want to show you guys there. I want to show you guys the other one up the river where they buried the other body. They yeah, yeah, the feds was all over here looking around and stuff. They didn't find nothing. They found the body they were eating on and doing some other stuff with. I'm not going to go into that detail, but they were eating on the lady, which they stabbed and killed the kid on his birthday. And they just graduated and he had his birthday and they wound up killing him the same day. It's not the graduation on his birthday. Told him you want to go hang out and get a beer for your birthday. We'll have some fun. Well, yeah. They took him up there, stabbed him. They buried him in the field up there. They found a hole. They didn't see the grave site. They snuck back up there and dug him up and moved him up to the spot. Congratulations, everybody. Anthony Killa, Saving Grace. Dan G. Patrick. Yeah, we try to give them out. She must have seen me go live. Yeah. Yeah, so I figured why not just go in there. Yeah, I do got a new membership level. It's 99 cents. One's $2.99. One's like $4.99, and one's like $8.99. I didn't want to put them too high, you know. Which you can go all the way up to five. Yeah, you can go all the way up to 500 for memberships. Which I don't know who'll pay that, but yeah. You can look up the Flesh Eaters or the book called The Child Called It. They got two stories, which is the neighbor people over there, and they got one about a little kid. Don't recommend reading the one on the kid. It's real sad, but that one there, it's called The Flesh Eaters. Some of you guys may have heard of Jeremiah Rogers and John Ray Lawrence. There, it's all crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah. You go on your you can go on a laptop when you get memberships. You can give away 10 a month, 5 at a time. Split it up, but we usually go out and we don't get a chance. So they don't roll over. Like if you have 5 left, they don't roll over. It's there. I like to give them away. You got to go on the laptop, go into memberships things that's up there in the corner, and click it and do there and say get free memberships, yes, and do that so it gets them out. So if anybody's got a thing in there, they want to give away something. So I'm not one for really pushing the memberships and stuff. I don't really do too much with them, which I need to, I know, but I just don't want to leave nobody out. Yeah. Yeah, they used to come over and sleep on the couch, not our couch, but her Nana's couch. He used to come over and sleep on it, nap, stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy. I'd, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna try to do some more freshwater fishing, but I want to do the videos. I'll do them in videos until I like get out where I can really film and fish. The spots I got here ain't very big, and I can only cast so far and so much. So try to do an hour, 2 hour, a couple hour long things. What's going on, California Dreaming? I do want to do some more freshwater. Now, when I get out to that big lake, I want to get out to that big lake and go out there and look around and fish. I'll take my big rod and my little rods and catch brim, bluegill, flathead, largemouth. I don't know what all's in the lake. I think that's mainly it. They got carp, but they don't want nobody catching carp around here because they're sterilized and stuff like that. They don't want to cause no harm because they're just grass carp. They put them in certain parts to keep the grass down. We got suckerfish, golden, we got gray, we got three different types of sturgeon here. All are off limits. You are not allowed to catch them. They are federally protected. If you attempt to fish for one, it's federal jail if they catch you. It's white sturgeon, the gray sturgeon, and another one. I don't know the name of that other one. It's something similar to that, but. What's going on, Alan? How's it going, Subi? Pokeraze, Josie J, welcome in. Yeah. I want to get out and go to the river. I want to go up to the river. Part of it is adjacent to there. I want to go do some catfishing. I just want to get some good lights because I'm going to have to do. I could do it during the daylight or night. And if I happen to do it at night, I want to get some good lights. If I do it during the day, they'll bite, but they're not as active. And I just don't want to be caught down there. Not caught, but down there where I can't shine the ground good enough. I've had a couple rattlesnakes, cottonmouth, and the alligators are pretty heavy over there on that spot. So the spot I do want to fish there, that's where I told you guys, some of y'all, that where me and my son and my wife was at. We went to go check it out to go fishing, which we went back like a couple of days later. We kept him back from the water, but they wind up running off. He threw a rock in the water and run off a little about 3-footer, and he's like, "Dang, that was close." That's the bad thing, son. You never know what's lurking. And I picked up a rock and I shot put it out in the middle of the lily pads. Well, I hit right next to about a 12-foot alligator. He blew up a 10-foot circle, spun it around. It blew water all the way 10 foot out of the water. So it blew water up all the way higher than us out of, because he was 3 foot down and we were up to 3-foot embankment. He was going down. We didn't get the chance to make it. But he was when you seen the little one, he was already coming up the thing. And when I threw it, he watched that big one. I said, the only bad part about it, son. He's like, what? I said, the gator was only in like 2 foot of water. He's like, nuh-uh. And I showed him. I walked out there and I throwed a stick I had a little 2-foot long stick and I threw it, and the stick stuck out of the water. I said, that's where the gator was. He said, yeah, yeah. So he don't get too close to the water no more. He ain't just about scared about just about anything, but oh yeah, how's your day been? You getting any rain? We got some rain. Family's doing good, Karen. We're having some pork steaks tonight. Then we're gonna have some mm, ziti. See, we're gonna have some manicottis and something else, some lasagna type stuff tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I mowed this morning and there, so I know I'm not fishing. I'm just sitting here chatting for a bit, but yeah, do a scary camp out here. I have to bring some heavy firepower. I ain't seen it or heard the panther lately. Either one of them. They got a 150-mile home range, so they might have found, hey, I ate enough around here, so I can't eat him. He disappears on me, so probably hopefully they moved on. Wish they just cleared out about 10,000 acres up the road. They're clearing out another 200 and something. They built a Walmart across the road from it. They're putting in about 4,000 to 8,000 houses on one side. They're building a Wawa on the other side and a gas station and something else. Or it might be a Buc-ee's or something. I think it's a Wawa and a gas station. Yeah, I like manicotti. I want to make some own. I think we're having ziti. I don't know. It's little off-cut noodles with a whole bunch of stuff in it. I didn't see no good lasagna, so I was like, nah, try something new. It ain't new, but so yeah, I like it. We I'm gonna do another catch and cook. I don't know when I want to do it. I don't want to do them right on top of each other, but I want to do me some little chickens. Not they're Cornish game hens. I call them little chickens. I want to see how they good grilled. I've had them baked. I've had them other ways, but I want to see how they are grilled. Yeah. All right. All right, Alan. Have fun. Appreciate it for coming in. Yeah. I would do some stealth camping around here, but around here they're kind of iffy about everything. They they got so many homeless camps and stuff right here. They'll take you to jail. They think you're homeless, so they'll take you to jail now. Give you a place to stay, and they give you another ticket on another ticket every time they see you. After that, so I don't want to go to jail. I'm good. Not for just no stealth camping. And I don't feel like driving 50 miles just to camp one night and drive all the way back. or day or two, so I'm good. So how's it going, Tom? Sunny, dang. I've had a couple in the woods right here. I've killed a couple of them. All right. Yeah, I've had a couple come through here. I was walking out here with my son, letting him shoot his little BB gun. I got him and let him have some fun with it. He was about right behind me, and there was a big old 4 foot cottonmouth come through. And I told him, I said, let me see a BB gun. Was strong enough to kill it. It turned was it turned to come back to us. He's like, I put him behind me, and I kept him at bay with it. And I got my phone out and I called her. I said, "Hey, bring me one of my guns." And she's like, "Why?" I said, "I ain't got nothing to kill it." I said, "I can't go nowhere. I'm blocked. He's got me blocked in. Just bring it to me." So she wanted bringing me the gun. She didn't grab the clip and brought me the 22. If you drop the shell in just right, I just one of my big fingers put the shell in. I got 2 shots off on him and pretty much killed him. Then I brought him out. She brought him out for my son to fully see him, to show him, hey, this is a cottonmouth. And I showed him a picture, hey, this is not, I'll let him shoot the snake for a bit. Got him some good shooting practice in. Anybody ever seen the movie show Lucas McCain, the rifleman? Neighbors dumping off their stuff. Yeah, he was sitting there with his Daisy 1 pump shooting it. What was he even naming? He's like, meow, meow. He got him about 50 good times. I think he only missed 3 times out of the 50. He was standing about a good 6 foot away. He was only, about 3.5? Yeah, about 3.5 when he started shooting at it. Thinking on doing some hunting adventures, but not they won't be on live. I'll do that. If you guys want to see some of that, I might do some. I'm not sure. But thinking on that, I want to go to the big pond. I want to take some lures out there. I've seen 6 pound, 10 pound. I want to try to hook in that one fish I caught. I want to get it out, taken out and stuff out there. So I ain't seen the gopher turtles out during it much during the day, but I try not to get too close to them because you're not really supposed to mess with them. But it's in like 25 feet of them, so. And there's a couple holes through here, so there are a couple in here, so it's one of the reasons why I don't really trim nothing up. I had what's going on? Want to see my rod? How's it going? All right. All right, California dreaming. I do want to do some hunting. I probably won't see much or shoot much, but I still want to try to do some because I never know. Squirrel hunt. There ain't too many rabbits where I go. I mean, there's rabbits, but they're so thin. The deer are okay there, but uh, I've caught some decent sized ones, nothing like really big. I talked to a guy, not the last live, but the live before that. He caught him a 28-inch redfish and about a 18-inch croaker down there. So he done that. So I've been wanting to take the kayaks, but I was gonna go to the big like inlet pond thing over there they have that's up that way. I've been wanting. I was gonna go to it. I was gonna fish near the bridges and go up the way. I was gonna wait until it got a little later in the day, make sure no alligators are like gonna come out and like lay because they'll lay there and bask right there in that lane. But there was some boats going by, so maybe it's got them stirred up and they go over there and fish that inlet. We was gonna fish over there, but it didn't take 10 minutes for the live to shut off. What's going on, Zyros? I come in and lurked yesterday. I lurk a lot of channels. No, I don't say much, but I do watch. Later, Subi. So, but I want to go do. I want to do some red fishing. I just get out there and I know they're running good right now, but I know I got to fish closer to the grass lines and stuff like that. More live bait. I ain't seen a lot of live bait where I can throw in the cast net and catch. The water's got bacteria in it too, so I ain't been able to throw the cast net to get any bait. Everybody's going up on everything here, so. Oh yeah. I try to get around to everybody. I've been finding some new people, so I've been trying to go in. I know I don't say nothing. I have so many people on, and so. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, hey, a like helps, a thumbs up helps. Well, no, it's the same thing, but chatting a lot helps. But I've noticed if you got trolls, they're not that bad. Unless they're like really racist, but I mean, as long as you got trolls, they're pretty good. It means you're in the algorithm. If you don't have very many trolls, they're not really pushing your channel out far. So they are. I ain't seen them do their spawning this year. There's been people saying there's more around, but I haven't seen them. So I want to fish for them, but I know my rod the rod might not hold up to them. So I ain't really redfish. I want to get me a bigger rod because I know they can get very large. I want to get just a rod that it can handle them. Think it will. I think it will hold them, but I want to be on the safe side. Get something that I absolutely know that can handle them. What's going on, Sanford? What's going on, Levi? How you been? I want to do some striper fishing, but I want to get the rods and stuff. I do got a new spot I want to go to, but it is in technically a bigger bay area, and there's no telling what I could catch out there. I've seen 6 foot long gar caught there. I've caught whiting. I've caught Spanish mackerel. I've caught almost 30-pound hardhead. There's all kinds of stuff. I've seen dolphin come by. I've seen snapper. I've seen lane snapper. I've seen all kinds of stuff down there. I've seen some people pulling almost 20-pound black drum, red drum down there. Sheephead, about 30 pounds worth of those. I've seen some pretty big fish come down. I was reading on some stuff where they said the blue crab are not plentiful. They're here, but they might shut down a season a little early or let them build back up. Their numbers are not good. And then I'm like, right where they're taking over another spot. I'm like, maybe they just moved over there, you know. They're like, well, they're taking over. I think they said some part of London or something. They're like invasive over there. So they're like, well, I want to eat it. They're like, there's one way to get rid of the invasive species. Start eating it. Thin them out. Catch all you eat all you can, you know. Yeah, I just want to get a bigger rod. I know I've got some stuff I need to tap into, but I do want to get some bigger rods. So anybody know not a super expensive rod, but a good one? Just let me know in one of my comments in my shorts. I'll look into it. Smurfy, what's going on? I'm sitting right here. How's it going, Smurfy? But yeah. I did have an old yeah, I don't know if it's still there or not. I'll have to look. But I did have a old rub on the back side of the property right there, where a big bear was rubbing at. It's been a couple months since I've seen it rubbing, so it's got to there. Calm down there, Jeffrey. What's going on, thing? How's it going? Hopefully work's not getting too bad on you. How's the farm been going? I've talked to Thane for a while one day. Great guy. One of the nicest people I've met. Yeah. What's going on, Lost Souls? Appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. Been mowing a lot. Trying to go fishing more. Kids started school. Oh, for the people in the east side of the United States, Nebraska over, Louisiana, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi area, up to New York. area, we might have a small cold front come through, cooling off and taking down the humidity on our side. Sorry, Nebraska to California, you guys are staying hot. Humidity's picking up on that side. I'm sorry. It's been killer the last week. It was nice it was nice that day. You were like, "How's the humidity?" I'm like, it's good." And the next week, it's like murder. It was so bad. Saturday, it shut off the live within a few minutes. And the bad part about it is, I had the phone mostly shaded. I didn't have my tripod with me. So I'd have went to fish in there, got out on the rocks, parked my kayak, and got out on the rocks, but I didn't have my tripod. And they said they ain't gonna have no snow for us this year. Said it's gonna be a wetter, drier, cooler, wetter, colder, something like that for us. So I appreciate it. Shoot, I've been soaking shirts left and right. Shoot, I've had to change my shirt almost 3 times. Yeah, it's raining now, so it either A, gonna get hotter, or B, cool off just a little bit until the next day, then turns like Satan's armpit with water moisture everywhere. Scupperdon vines. I finally got me some scupperdons in the yard. They grew and we ate some of them. Well, I didn't. The kids polished them off. They polished off some more. They went to go pick some, and they had the big garden spiders out in the tree. She moved in. They're like commenting, "Oh my God, giant spider, spider of death, come out." I'm like, "Where?" Come out. It's like, is it yellow and black? No. Get all the way down here. Yes, it's yellow and black. I was like, "Is it that spider?" "Yeah, that's a garden spider. It won't hurt you. Just don't mess with her web." "Oh God, the web's super sticky." Bought by this little fluorescent green and orange ones. Yeah. She's like, "What are those?" I said, "Those are the male of those." "What?" I said, "That's the female and these are the males." "That's a big difference." I'm like, "Yeah." Beard spider, bread spider, or dead spider? So I got you. I'm leaning with you guys over where the trees are blocking it. If you guys are out in the thing, look for a thicket. Look for a good leaf shape that are kind of facing upwards. And just staying closer to the trees. Don't stand in one of the ones that are lightning rods, but if you got not a good sturdy branch, for like if you can stand up beat the one that's kind of thick and broad, it's got a lot of heavy cover over it, stand up beat that side. Don't stand on it more of an open side. So yeah. Yeah, usually they do. The males try to stay as far away as they can until they don't want to live no more. Praying mantis do for sure. We've been seeing some bigger grasshoppers this year. You usually see the little green ones or medium sized ones. Now we're seeing ones like literally like almost 4 inches long. Some big old ones. Hmm. Yeah. They usually eat them and stuff. But, I hate a caterpillar, y'all. Them things are freaking Satans. I'd rather deal with spiders than a caterpillar. We got one around here that'll almost kill you within a few minutes. Make you wish you were dead. And it ain't but that big and that wide. You know, it's just a micro caterpillar. It's pink and it's furry. Mm-mm. Very deadly. No. Park bench version. Nice. Yeah, I don't like caterpillars. No, sir. I had my pellet rifle out shooting some squirrels in the yard one day. And we was doing something. And she's like, "Oh, a caterpillar's calling for you." Yeah, he got shot. She's like, "You just shot it, really?" Yep. Hey, somebody's hollering in the yard. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's next door or there, so. Sounded like it was in the yard because it's out of my left ear. Tomato bugs, yeah, them things are freaking annoying. Uh, we usually get woolly. I don't mind the woolly bear caterpillars or the dog caterpillars or an inchworm. You know, I seen an inchworm almost 2 inches long the other day. It was a big old inchworm. I didn't know they got that big. Nice. Yeah. I know I abruptly stopped the garden, but the beans did good. The tomatoes, they went bad, real fast. The corn only stayed about a foot tall. The watermelon didn't do nothing. The pepper plant stayed short, but they growed a lot of peppers. But it just, I got the mowing and stuff and got too busy. I'm like, nah. Yeah. I used to have a bearded dragon. The bearded dragon was pretty cool. I know they'll bite down, clamp down on your finger. Oh, if you get bit by one, try not to pull. Well, when you're feeding them a big old tomato hornworm, and you got your hand in something, and it misses the hornworm and gets your finger, and it clamps down. You ever been bit by one? You know. You're going to jerk your finger. Luckily, when I pulled him, I caught him, so it didn't hurt him. I was like, yeah, nice. He come flying out. He done real good. I kept him for about 3 years, which the people that had him, they wound up moving and couldn't leave with him, and they didn't want to find him a home, so they let him out in the yard and put free on his tank and him. And a couple of people tried to take him, and they didn't like the way he felt, so they're like, "You want a bearded dragon?" A couple of people's like, "No, he don't want no bearded dragon." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." Are you sure? Yeah. They had somebody do that with a cockatoo. The little cockatiels, the little gray ones. They had one of them and two little cockatiel, little parakeets. They had two of them with it, which I had a cage for her and I had a cage for them. So she done real good. They done real good. One something come in the room and it startled one when it was out. It flew in the fan. No, it didn't get hurt. I don't know how it didn't get hurt. It went and it was like and it sat on top and it was like and it flew off and flew back to the cage. There. The cockatoo didn't she didn't like women. I don't know who abused it or what. They wound up finding both of them out in the yard with a note on them saying free on them too, which was not too far down the road from the bearded dragon. So I'd get her out, she'd bite me, and I'll let her there, and she had fun crawling around and picking at my ear or my hat and stuff. She see her come in the room, boy. She look, stop, squint. I'm like, don't you do it. And the next thing you know, she's flying straight for her. She's like, blah. She's like, she flew straight for my face. I'll go over and get her out of her hair. She'd bite on her hair and stuff. I'm like, you quit. I'm there. That bird don't like me. I'm like, I'm sorry. What's going on, Jarbuds? She was like, that bird don't like me. And it done real good. And she was old enough where she'd want it really passing. So I wanted to get me another one. There's a place up the road, Rhonda's Aviary or something like that. They had little bitty babies just born out of eggs. Almost $1,000 on the baby birds, and you had to wait till they grew up. If you let them grow up to so big, then if you didn't get them, pay for them, then get a little older, then you had to pay more for them. Like, no. Yeah, she did. She'll bite me. Whoever held her rough, and every time I stick my hand in, she'd bite me. Then I wouldn't move my hand, and she'd get on, and then she'll have fun. So she is pretty cool. I let the bearded dragon run around on my shirt and stuff. Oh, I had a hamster. This joker boy. He was fine, but I forgot him. I was handling him. Well, one of the kids came in. They shrieked as loud as they could. Scared the daggum hamster. This thing latched on the end of my finger and pierced to the bone. I wouldn't hold it no more. She was doing good, holding him and dealing with it and stuff. Oh, he don't bite. He don't bite. But one of the kids come through and shrieked, and he chomped down on her. Needless to say, the hamster didn't get really held. We cleaned his cage. We held out the ball. He'd get in the ball there, and he'd run around, ride him back out and stuff. Then that, and he got he lived to be about almost 6, which is a really long time. Hamster, one with the gerbil we had, it did real good. Then it decided to play how much you hold through the side of my cage. Then she chewed through all right. So it stayed in the room in there. It run around. We kept an eye on it. It stayed. We kept the water and food. It went back in its cage each night and stuff. It had fun. It stayed out. It was almost 3 years it run around. What's going on, Back Mountain? Yeah, it ate the cage. It stayed good for a while, running around eating and drinking and stuff. So we'd catch it and try to fix the cage to make, but it chewed through a new spot, so it run around for a long time. Cat food out and stuff for it, and it will go in and out. But Back Mountain Outdoors, he's got a nice channel. I watched him shoot his bow, um, uh, slingshot. He does all kinds of cool stuff on his stuff. Yeah, we even bought one. We wound up switching to the smaller one, but the hamster, he we bought a dinosaur one. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. The big like brachiosaurus one it had where it was a big old cage. We had the original hamster in it. He loved it. Yeah, you couldn't get him out of it. So we had to buy another cage and then finally get him, tear it all apart and get him where there. We put the uh, gerbil in it. He done good for a while, but he got where he was just staying up there and we couldn't get to him, so we had to take it all apart. So he wound up just put him in there. All right, Dan. Have a good day. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he did just chew a hole through it, and once he was out, he was good. He ran around. Shoot, he had a whole 14 by 14 room, big old rooms. He had fun and everything. He didn't care. Go back and sleep in there and run around like, oh, okay. Didn't ever leave the room, so I'll be like, we're good. My kids like to go in there and try to find him all the time. Find him, hold him, play with him, put him back, get out. What's going on, Fish on Entertainment? What's going on? Doing some woods chatting. I was explaining to some people what happened to the live the other day. The phone got overheated. We are wanting to do the John boat. I got a new thing I want to try. I want to make sure I got build a little shade cover for it. I don't really have to worry about the waterproofing of it, but yeah, y'all check out Fish on Entertainment. He's got a good channel. I stumbled upon his. I watched him a couple times, but I stumbled up on it one night when he was catching some catfish. He caught in some several nice bullhead and a bass and some other stuff. I still watch it. I just don't know too many people in there, so I really don't chat, but I do watch. He's got a nice channel. Everybody that knows Alan, Alan said he might go into more doing more lives or something. Check out him. It's Murphy if you like good music, animated music and videos. He does some pretty good ones. Karen don't do any right now. I'm still trying to talk her into some. Tom's got a nice channel. Back Mountain Outdoors does. I check out a lot of different stuff. Marines, Army Mom, Glenn, California Dreaming. Dang. Yeah. So I got some plans. I don't want to run through them immediately, so I do want to get a lot of fresh water. I want to do some videos with it until I can get out there where I know I got a lot of space where I can really fish. It's about a 385 acre lake. It's got a 5 mile hiking trail. It leads to a swimming spot. You can go down the road from it and you can fish there. It's got Bakuda's amount of largemouth. If you catch a large enough fish, you can put him on there. You can put him in a they can take a picture of you and stuff. But it kind of it disappointed me that day that one broke a 25-pound line with a 50-pound leader on it. They stripped the rod. I was surprised the rod didn't break. It stripped the reel on it. I tried to use it another time and it was there. Yeah, it's sprinkling. I'll put it to a spot where it's not really getting me wet. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for any videos, just stick them in the thing you want to see. Just stick them in one of my shorts or anything. I will keep them. I don't delete them, so I'll just go through and try to do them. I can't do no bushcraft stuff. Our state don't do that. You just can't go out and hack anything you want. Our state's not really limited, but limited to some things. So We'll start working. Yeah, mayo and turtle's pretty good. A little fried, chopped up, sliced, slapped on some mayo and some bread. Oh yeah, it's good in soup too. Got a couple turtle recipes. Oh, Steve, I'm surprised he ain't walked out here yet. Steve's in the yard. He roams around. He looks like he's high all the time. He's a real good, sweet cat. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I rescued a gray and white cat. He had a flea collar all the way around his neck. And he was cut into his neck and up beneath his armpit. I used my big knife I usually tote on me. I cut it off. And he stayed with me. We fed him some shrimp, some chips and stuff to keep him fed if he wouldn't let us catch him, which he let us catch him. So we put him in the truck and loaded up, and ever since we healed him up and stuff, and he stayed in the house for a while. But he's an outside cat. He roams around. He naps in flower pot, in the chairs. He naps over next to the turkey pen, or he'll nap up there on the porch, nap over there. Oh yeah. I cut it off. You were holding. Yeah, he's a real good cat. He's Steve the fishing cat. There's a gopher turtle hole right there. Just a second, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry. There's a gopher turtle hole right there, and there's another one right over there. But yeah. Then we wound up rescuing Goblin. He's the little black kitten seen down there. We wound up figuring out we was down there on the John's boat, and we seen the little kitten. We kept hearing him meow, 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 meow. We're like, shh, you're gonna get eaten by a gator. Shh. Stay right here, stay hidden. Don't go out near the water. Well, later on, we was doing some fishing. We got out the kayak, and there was a guy with some kids, and the kids could catch the cat. And they asked him, she went up there to put some stuff in the truck. She come back, and before she got back, they asked, hey Dad, can we take the cat back home and keep him? He's like, no, I'm not gonna we're not gonna keep the cat. We'll just let him back loose. They were calling him a little meanie or something. They named the cat, but they were asking could they take him back home. And he's like, no, we're not taking the cat back home, just put him down and let him stay where he's at. Don't ask to keep the cat again. The cat can survive on his own. All right, Back Mountain Outdoors, appreciate you for coming in. And he's like, no, just put the cat down and say, hey, she's like, hey, we'll take the cat if you're not going to take the cat. Sorry about that, the phone got wet. You guys good? Stupid. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's starting to rain worse. I'll walk up on it. But no, we got him. They put him down and he run off. She was able to grab him. And the guy was like, well, just leave the cat. Cats are king. Once he gets big enough and he don't get eaten by an alligator, he'd live like a king out here. It's not like the other ones that ain't out here surviving. They're doing good. I'm like, yeah, you're the jerkwad that pretty much released a cat. So ever since then he took one of his crab pods that day and he left one, which he came back and got him a couple days later, which they had a pile of dead crabs and stuff. So, and the crab trap he put out was gone. So, which we wound up rescuing that kitten, which he was a super friendly kitten. And the other one, he's doing good. But yeah, I'll give you guys an update on him. He roams through here. So the guy, it really wasn't a crab trap that he used. If you ever seen one of those Amazon or Temu baskets, or like a green mesh that looks over with the holes and the thing that goes up through the center, he had one of those out he was using for crabs. and he wound up having some chicken in with it. Which I tried to get her to let me go out there and paddle back out and get it out of the water so the crabs wouldn't be in there and get ruined. But the time he got back out there, he wound up was leaving and wound up dumping out the dead crab. What's going on, No F's? How's it going, Maddie? Like I said, fun, you got a thicket. Appreciate it, appreciate it. So, yeah, it's starting to pick up some rain. I figured it would do that. I didn't want to sit up in the hot shed, and so I'm doing good. Been mowing more. Whoa. What's going on, SJC? Yeah, it won't be too much longer. If the rain picks up, I'll probably have to turn it off. I don't want to go up and sit in the hot shed or sit out there. It's more shaded back here and cooler. Keep the kids from noticing and shrieking. So yeah, I'll give an update or picture on them. I do want to start doing some more stuff. I do want to go down there. I want to film a spot that I won't be able to set up for live, but I do want to film my fish there. I don't know if anything's going to bite, but I want to get the gator on film for y'all. I know Smurfy's been wanting to see it. He's an 8-footer. Hopefully the people ain't caught all the fish out of down there. Last couple times I tried to fish there, it ain't nothing really bit. I seen one bass, a couple small ones, and a few brim and bluegill. And I ain't really seen nothing else. That used to be full down there, but everybody's been going down there fishing it up. They don't let the spot rest, and the spot where the gator's at, I've caught the 8.5 pounder down there, and she caught her 8-pounder. We've seen, shoot, he's every bit of 12 pounds down there. Hopefully nobody's caught them. Oh, closest he's been to where I'll be standing, he'd be like 3 foot below me. The water's like, if he does happen to pop up, which he usually comes out underneath the bridge right there. You remember that short you asked me, is that canal, how many gators in it, or how dangerous it is? That's the canal I'm going to be standing above the gator in. That area, which, if you checked out the other one, which seen you say something in the old bass slash panfish pond, that pond holds about, he's probably every bit of 13 by now. It's been a couple years since I seen him. He was about 11 and a half foot when I seen him. He's been down there. I hear him every now and then when I fish. So the little 6-footer that's been hanging around, he must have grown into the 8-footer because he's got the same markings as the other one did. So, and he hangs right out below where you fish at. I'm hoping to get him there. They got a nice size alligator snapping turtle down there. I've seen. That's where I caught that weird looking turtle. By weird looking turtle, I'll tell you guys about it. I probably told you before, but I don't remember. They had we had caught one. Shoot, he was every bit of 100 pounds. When we pulled him up, anybody ever seen a green hawksbill sea turtle, their face shape? It looked like that, but right up into his chin, all the way to his neck was spikes every bit of that long, all the way down it. It had like an alligator snapping turtle shell, but all of his legs had spikes down it. His claws on his feet were over that long, just turned every which way. His back legs had spikes on it. All the way down his tails was spikes. Bottom parts of his shell, where the shells that where they go around and wave it in, it had spikes on it. When he opened up his mouth, it was, I guess, like the inside of a hawksbill. But he was like a light tan color. I mean, like a really light tan. I mean, almost that tan, you know. There, we got him up. He was gonna I tried to get a picture of him, but I thought it hit the thing, which it didn't. It didn't take a picture. It didn't dare, but we tried to pull him up on bank, the little spot of the bank in there, but when we got him on there, he turned. When he did, he chomped. When he chomped, he cut through the line and swam off. He bit through the part of the hook and stuff. So, yeah, it looked like he was wearing like a dog collar, but all the way down his neck. He was like a light sandy tan color. I never seen one like it. I've not bought, but I've looked in the World Encyclopedia of Turtles all the way from as early as they started recording it, all the way up until like last year. There, we wound up finding the book. And I've looked through it and looked through it and looked through it. You know, I ain't ever found that turtle. And that book was over about 4 inches thick. Every page is like 2 or 3 different types of turtles. I flipped through and read and flipped through and read. It took me like 4 hours to get through the book. I couldn't find anything close to it. So I don't know if it's like some type of mixed breed or what. If he was some spiky turtle with leatherback and alligator snapping turtle mix. Well, hawksbill mix. Because he had the shape of their face. It didn't have no spots or nothing like they do, but I don't know what it was. It was weird. Yeah, I'm probably going to give it 10 more minutes and get in out of the rain. So I'll keep raining. Did you ever get to make it in the other day, Smurfy? I didn't know if you did or not. I seen a few people, but we got shut off. I'm hoping to come out to the woods line out here and wind up seeing any baby deer out here. That'd be pretty cool to see. Catch, clean, cook. No, I'm just kidding. Sneak up on it, catch it, clean it, cook it. No, I had to go pick one up. My brother was driving, and the guy in front of the guy hit him. Kept driving. My brother called me and says, "Hey, come and pick up this little deer down here." I'm like, "Little deer?" He's like, "Yep, come down straight down. You know where it is?" I'm like, "Yep, I know exactly where it is." So I got out, and Took my nephew with me, got out, walked across the road, picked it up. He was still warm. The mom was standing there looking like, "You gonna walk off with my baby, really?" It didn't have spots. Shoot, I just picked him up. He was like maybe it all together about 60 pounds. Went him over there, put him in a thing, I turned, flipped me U-turn, and went out and got some ice. Drove back. I looked around and I was like, "You got a place where we can hang the deer?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to hang it on his boat shed." So I set him up on a fence post. I used a fillet knife to clean the whole deer with. If you ever pick a knife to clean the deer with, it's a fillet knife. I skinned it and went around all the knuckles on it, all the joints, and completely took the deer apart. What's going on, fat cat? How's it going? I was tired the other night. I was gonna watch. I was tired. I was like, no. Yeah, that's all good. How many fish you wound up catching the other day? Yeah, but I wound up cleaning it. It took me about 30 minutes to clean it. I got my nephew to help me hold it. Yeah, he like to throw up. Well, he did throw up. You know how you reach up there and it's kind of warm and a fat feeling. You ever clean anything, you like grab it. He wasn't used to feeling that. He reached down and grabbed it. It was like blood, like not really bloody, but like wet and warm. He's like, I'm like, just turn that away. He threw up like twice, and he let go of it, and I tied a rope where he can hold it, and then finished cleaning it. So 3 bluegill, 3 carp, 2 cats, I think. Nice, not too bad. Not especially with how hot it's been and stuff. It's not bad at all. But yeah, I know I said a quick side chat, but yeah, that's nice. Anything of size or that you could keep on the catfish? Oh, I'm just was sitting out here telling people about the live. Told them about how I overheated. I didn't want to leave nobody hanging. I went live the other day on the kayak, and it was so hot the phone overheated inside the waterproof case, and I wasn't able to get back out and do it. So I just didn't want to leave nobody hanging. Getting drunk watching. Ah, yeah. So I ain't gonna take the kayaks. Not until I figure out a way to definitely keep it waterproof and shaded where it won't overheat. So yeah, they said you might get part of this cold front. They said by the end of August it's going to happen. So I don't know how true that is, but it needs to cool off some. Yeah, it was 106 yesterday. I don't know what it is today. Mm-mm-mm. What's going on, Dirty 30? Yeah, we was at 106. I know the other day we were at 90 something, 91, but yeah, it ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna hop off. Yeah. Saturday night was a nice 8 around. Yeah, but it got pretty cool in the mornings, but it warmed up, so cool off, warm up, warm, get hot. I know last week before this week it was 80s, 90s, but it had no humidity to it. And this week was 90s to 100 and something. Whole bunch of humidity. Shoot, it ain't even cool off in the rain. It's still raining. It's still hot out here. I came in a shaded area. Bit not too windy, but windy. But I don't want to sit out there in the shed and stuff. But yeah, me too. Me too. Just a little cooler weather, not where it shuts off the grass, but enough where if you're mowing grass or something, it still feel nice mowing. Yeah, I know the humidity's been like 98, 91, 95 humidity, and I'm like, good night, it's hot. Mm. Mm. Yeah, y'all, I'm gonna log off. That way I'm not holding up everybody's chats and stuff like that. I know I'm just sitting out here just rambling, but I don't want to hold nobody up. I wanted to explain why what happened to the live and not leave nobody hanging. Appreciate everybody for coming in. Later, Fat Cat Smurfy, Karen, Back Mountain Outdoors, Dirty 30, Rain's Army Mom, Glenn, Skeeter, Miss Skeeter. Everybody that's came in. Appreciate everybody for the 45 likes and a lot of people that were in. Appreciate everybody. I really do. Have a good day, everyone. Savage, how you doing? Later, everybody. Appreciate it. We should be out Saturday, hopefully, or Sunday. Hopefully, we'll get to putting out some more shorts and stuff. I got a few videos. I just don't want to clump up everything where it looks like everything's the same, but give it a few days in there. But I appreciate everybody for coming in. Have a good day. Stay awesome, everybody. Yeah.